Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 12 and look at some images. As always, AMC and Skybound, they released some stills for the upcoming episode. And there's a couple images, at least like specifically one image that kind of caught me by surprise. And we're going to talk about it in this video, as well as all the images. It shows a lot of cool images for the battle and the war that's going to be continuing in this episode and possibly ending, because episode 13 is Michonne's final episode, and I think we might even get a little bit of Michonne in this episode, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But before I do begin, spoiler warning in case you haven't been caught up with The Walking Dead, go check it out and then come back to this video. Also, if you're a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so getting right into it, this is the first image we have here. We have Negan in the Whisper mask with his bat. Now, I don't think that's the original Lucille. I think that's just like another Lucille. Hopefully we get to see him make it. I think that'll be pretty cool to see like what he says about it. Like what he calls it. I'm sure he's gonna have something interesting to say about it, but that's not like the OG Lucille. But anyway, we have him here in a walker. The next image kind of ties in with it. He's pretending to be a walker. We saw a little bit of that in the last episode during the opening minutes, but not a lot. So it's kind of funny seeing Negan be act like a walker. But that's what I mean. Like, this is a pretty good look at the weapon. That's not like the original Lucille, but he's just pretending to be a walker here. And in the next image, we have a still of him, and he's pointing his Lucille. I keep saying his Lucille. I know like the name of the bat is Lucille, but for me, Negan's bat will always be Lucille. But he's pointing his bat at the walker, and probably because he's not doing a very good job of pretending to be a walker. So the walker probably notices, and then he has no choice but to kill it. Alright, so next we have some images of Aaron. We have him here. It looks like he's very angry, and there's a walker behind him that's dead. I think that's a walker. It's hard to say exactly what that is. I don't want to say like it's the way the hands are makes it seem like it potentially could be a person, like somebody he's teaming up with at the hilltop, because everyone's gonna get split up out there because it's nighttime. Like, I know in the images it's daytime, but that kind of goes to show how long they're gonna be out there in the woods trying to figure everything out. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if people start dying from the whispers, like hunting them at night. But just because the way the hands are, it kind of makes me think like, is that a person who died? Like, I'm trying to get close to the image. It's hard to tell, but it could be it. But Aaron, like, nonetheless looks very angry. The next image, we have him here killing some walkers, and I gotta say, they really transformed Aaron into a really badass character. Like, I gotta say, like, he was always like a super likable character. Like, I always liked Aaron, like having him around. But like the last season or two, especially the last season, they have transformed him into an amazing character. So I'm just really happy with what they did with Aaron. Next, we have an image of Negan again, pretending to be a walker, walking among these whispers. And every time I see images like this, it kind of just makes me think like how scary it probably is for the whispers. Like, I know they're super confident and stuff, but it potentially is kind of scary, because one wrong move and that walker right next to him just turns and eats him. So yeah, Negan has to be careful. The next image, we have him in the bat, and notice how the bat is like covered in blood here. And in the trailer, I made a video talking about the trailer. I'm sure everyone has seen the trailer. There's a shot early on in the trailer where like Negan walks up to something crawling and just like bashes its head in. Now, it's crawling, so it's obviously not a walker, it's a person. Well, I don't know, because walkers do crawl. Like, we have seen walkers crawl, so it might be misleading. But is Negan, that's the question, is Negan potentially going to kill like a hilltopper just to prove himself to Alpha? Because Alpha's going to be standing right there, probably judging him, and he's going to really have no choice but to do it. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think it's going to be like any major character. It's just probably just going to be like a background, secondary character from the hilltop who got lost because everyone's like running away from the fire. That's probably what's going to be happening. But I do think Negan's going to have to kill someone, which I don't know if I'm going to like that. Right now Negan is on a redemption arc. Seeing him kill someone is going to not be good. That's all I got to say. Next, we have a couple images of Negan and Alpha. Here is one of them standing together. And then here's another one of them, and then here's one where they're holding each other's hands. And like, I'm still kind of shocked how much Alpha has fallen for Negan. Like, I mean, Negan, I guess, is a likable guy, so I guess you could understand it. But yeah, Negan really has Alpha wrapped around his finger, and I have a feeling this episode is going to be the episode where Alpha potentially dies. I don't know though. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, but I was talking about this on my live stream. I did a live stream a couple days ago, and we were talking about how episode 13 is going to be like the Michonne episode, and then they still have the Commonwealth stuff. So it's either going to be this episode or episode 14, but it's going to be happening soon. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe Alpha survives this season, but I just don't see it happening. I don't see the Whisper War going on for too long, and I don't see Alpha becoming a character that sticks around. But yeah, I mean, Negan, I know Carol's also like a front runner to kill her, but we'll see. But Alpha, I mean, Negan is like right there, so we'll see. Next, we have another shot of Aaron here, and this looks like he's going to be fighting some Whispers and Walkers. He's by himself. I'm worried for Aaron. Like, Aaron is, I feel like they're making fans like Aaron a lot, and you know what that means. Sometimes it's not a good sign when they do a lot of focus on characters, but again, I like Aaron. I think he'll be fine. And then we have Gamma here killing some Walkers, and some Whisper. I mean, these aren't Whispers, but I'm sure she's going to be fighting some Whispers as well, because they're all after her. Again, here's her killing some Walkers. And yeah, Gamma, I think, we were also talking about this in the live stream, because remember in the trailer, there was that scene of them in the car, like Alden and Kelly and them, and they were stuck in the car. So I think Gamma has to do something. Gamma potentially could be helping them. And Gamma's like 100% on the good side now, so she was even talking to Lydia, saying not to go back during the opening minutes. So all this kind of stuff, I think Gamma's going to be good. Just hopefully, like, I can see Gamma becoming like a main character, like one of the characters who, is going to be on the show for a while. So hopefully Alpha just doesn't get to her, Alpha or Beta. Here we have a shot of Kelly holding the baby, and this was the baby that was in the car as well. So her and Alden and the baby, and maybe if some other people are going to get trapped in that car, and somebody's going to have to come save them. Now, this is the image I was talking about earlier when I said one specific image. Now, we have already seen this image. It got released to us a while back, like during the break. But they posted this on the Skybound article that was like episode 12 picture. So like every single week they have like an article for the week's pictures, like that upcoming episode, and they tossed this in there. So I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose, or it's telling us that we are actually going to get some Michonne in this episode, which, hey, I wouldn't mind. If episode 13 is going to be fully Michonne stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if the end of this episode is going to have some Michonne stuff too, which I think will be pretty cool. I mean, it is Michonne's final season, so like I think the more Michonne we get, the better. So if like maybe the last like 5-10 minutes of this episode is going to be setting up the majority of this next episode, which is going to be like a full Michonne episode, I would like that personally. So hopefully that happens. I mean, this is an image we've already seen before. But still, the fact that they put it in the article kind of makes me think we are going to be getting some Michonne. But then next we have some images of the kids in the cell. We have this one, Judith and RJ and some of the kids, because obviously what's happening, they want to put the kids down here to be safe. And then we have another image of Judith and RJ. And you can tell, Judith wants to go out and fight. And she definitely is brave, so we'll see. I mean, even in the opening minutes, there was like she was fighting some Whispers, so that was like really cool. And then the last image we have is an image of Earl. He's down in the cell with the kids. And yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Earl, since they have an image of him, because I know a lot of people were thinking that Earl potentially could die because he really wants to fight. And that happens a lot in The Walking Dead. Like, characters want to fight a lot, and they lead others to fight, and then they ended up being the ones who die. But we'll see. I really like Earl. Something about Earl, like his on-screen presence is very powerful, I think. And he's a likable character, so hopefully he sticks around. But it is, the end of the battle, so the final few fights are happening, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of these characters die. But that's what I want to talk about you guys in the comments down below. Let me know your death predictions. Let me know who do you think is going to survive the Whisper War, like the final battle, and who do you think isn't. But yeah, those are the images we got for episode 12. Looks to be a really good episode because we're gonna get pretty much like that the end of the hilltop battle, and then potentially some Michonne stuff, which is very exciting. So let me know all your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think about the whole Michonne thing, and again, let me know who do you think will survive the whisper, or what do you think is gonna happen. I am gonna wrap it up there for this video, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and as always, for more Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.